We shall chant the first Mangalacharanam. Yatas sarvani bhutani pratibhanti sthitani cha yatraivopashamam yanti tasmai satyatmane namaha. Now we shall chant third chapter, first and second verse. Vasistha uvacha bandhasya tavadrupam tvam katyamanam idam shrunu tata swarupam mokshasya jñāsyasi tvam asamshayam drashtu drishyasya sattahi bandhayitya vidhiyate drashta drishyavashat baddhaha drishya bhave vimuchyate. In the second chapter, Vasistha Muni, he starts his Upadesha by asserting that through proper effort, sustained effort, we can attain anything, we can achieve anything. And then he goes on to say, the mind has got Shubha and Ashubha Vasanas. Vasanas means impressions, which compel us to act again and again the same way. So we have got Shubha and Ashubha Vasanas. They enslave us actually. We are helpless victims of our own Vasanas. Actually we are not free. We are bound by our own Vasanas. You understand? So he says, we have to negate or reduce the Ashubha Vasanas and cultivate more and more Shubha Vasanas. So poetically he was telling, the river of the Vasanas are flowing in both the channels, Shubha and Ashubha. We have to redirect the channel and always allow it to flow only in the good channel. That's what he was saying, right? So it means through proper effort, we can win over our Ashubha Vasanas, conquer our Ashubha Vasanas and cultivate more and more Shubha Vasanas. So there is no sort of excuse saying that what will I do, my Vasanas are like that. நான் என்ன செய்ய முடியும், என் தலையெழுத்து அப்படி சொல்ல முடியாது. So Vasistha is very clear. If you want, with your proper effort, you can change your life. Sustained effort, well-directed effort, that's what he was saying. Well-directed effort. See, Guruji was giving a beautiful example. If you want to build your muscles, you cannot read physics book, physics textbook, and hope to build your muscle. To build your muscle, you have to hit the gym, right? So well-directed effort means what? What you need to do, you should do to achieve that kind of a purpose. You understand? So well-directed effort in the right direction. You understand? Therefore, Vasanas can be won over. And then he says, even the Shubha Vasanas, they are also bondage only. But when you meditate, in that heat of meditation, all the Vasanas are burnt. And when you know the truth as it is, when you abide in the truth, all the Vasanas are destroyed. Without any exception, all the Vasanas are. When the Vasanas are destroyed, you are free. Why? There is no sort of a compulsion or push from within to act in particular way or to avoid certain things. Then only you become really free. So he says, For a person who has got a strong vasana for the objects of the world, then he is bound. One who is not having such vasanas, he is free. Oh Rama, already you seems to be free because you are withdrawn from all the world of objects, emotions. That's why Vishwamitra said, "Na, I feel you are already there." Jnanavatam Varaha, you are. You are the best among the knowers of truth. That's what he praised Rama like that. So therefore, the vasanas can be, redirected and can be conquered. And then he says a very important thing. There are 4 Dwarapalakas guarding the gateway to liberation. Who are they? Shamaha, quietude of mind; Vicharaha, proper thinking and inquiry; and Santushtaha, contentment; and 4th, Satsang, Sadhu Sangamaha, association with the good. Very good. This fellow remembers. Sadhu Sangamaha, association with good. So we should always try to keep the mind quiet and peaceful. And then we should think deeply, not superfluously. We should always think deeply. And we should be contented with whatever we get. As a prasada from the Lord, whatever we get, we should be contented. We should count our blessings. Instead of brooding over the what we don't have, we should count our blessings. And then whenever opportunity arises, we should go for satsang, associate ourselves with good people, noble people. Then only we will develop noble thoughts and our life becomes wonderful. சும்மா எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் டிவியே பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தால் என்ன செய்ய முடியும்? So sadhu sangama is very, very important. That's what he has said in the 2nd chapter. The 3rd chapter, he starts a very serious discussion about the knowledge of the self. He says, now I am going to tell you what is bondage, bandha, so that you will know what is the nature of liberation. When you know what is the real problem, then you can find a solution. So I am going to tell you what is the bondage now. Please listen carefully. That's what he says. Shrunu, please listen carefully. What is the bondage? The appearance of the duality of the drik means seer, that is me, who is seeing, and drishya means the world which is seen. And we take it to be very real also. This is bondage. In fact, in reality, the drik and drishyam is not. But now it appears as if that is the truth. And not only that, this drik, that is me, drik means the seer, me, myself. The drik is always troubled and disturbed by the scene, the world. World means world of objects, experiences, everything. So this is the bondage. Suppose if this drik, the seer, myself, if I can remain peaceful and quiet without getting disturbed by anything, then I am free. Anything from the world outside or from within. If I am not disturbed at all, serene, peaceful, cheerful, no swings of the moods, same, then I am liberated. Can it happen? Yes, can happen. But Swamiji, I don't think it can happen. We say, Swamiji, I don't think it can happen. Every passing cloud, they disturb us. Our mind is so fickle, so disturbed. We talk big, but in practicality, we are so hollow and very disturbed always. Small little things disturb us. Not because of the objects or the world, they disturb us. Because of our foolish relationship with the object. That is because of our own ignorance and vasanas, likes and dislikes, attachment. That is how we are disturbed again and again and again. This is what we should understand. The objects per se, by themselves, they have no power to either attract you or repel you, to bind you or just to liberate you. They don't have anything in them. But we give importance through our likes and dislikes. And we get attached and we suffer. This is very clear in our Shastra. You cannot accuse anybody. You have to accuse yourself only. Why? Because of my wrong interaction, relationship with the world, I suffer. Not because of the world I suffer. Because of my wrong interaction with the world, I suffer. The wrong interaction is because of my own insufficiencies, likes and dislikes. Raga dvesha. Samsara swapna tulyohi. Raga dvesha adi sankulaha. Samsara is nothing but raga dvesha, likes and dislikes. Viruppu verupu. Swakale satyavat bhati prabodhe sati asat bhavet. Now it is so real, but when you are enlightened, it becomes all unreal. All the likes and dislikes. So therefore, we suffer because of this world and our relationship with the world. The drik is always under the influence of the drishya padartha. Now you understand the terminologies very clearly. Drishya means that which is seen, means the world of objects. Seen means not only through eyes, even heard, all the senses. That is all seen only, an object of our perception. Everything comes under drishyam, the seen. And drik means me, myself, who is seeing, the seer. See, the great saints are called as seers. They really see. Seers, mantra drashta. You understand? Parpan. See, who is Parpan? Parpan yavano avane Parpan. Bhagavan solrar. Parpan yavano avane Parpan. Yaha pashyati saha pashyati. So the seer. Evallarume Parpan da. Parpan yaru ஏச முடியாது. Parpan. பார்ப்பனர்கள் ஏசுறாங்க தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? அவன்லாம் பார்ப்பனன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? பிராமினை தான் பார்ப்பனன்னு செய்வாங்க. எல்லாருமே பார்ப்பனர்கள் தான். யாருமே பார்ப்பனர்கள் இல்லை. ஏன்னா யாருமே பார்க்கல. உண்மையிலேயே யாரும் பார்க்கல. பார்க்குற மாதிரி இருக்காங்க, ஆனால் பார்க்கல. பார்ப்பான் எவனோ அவனே பார்ப்பான். You understand? So therefore the drik means the seer. So what is the bondage? If a drik is free means what? He is not disturbed by anything. He is not influenced by the world, what he is seeing. That is what we are trying to develop in the seat of meditation through Sakshi Bhavana. I am the drik, the seer, just Sakshi Matram. Like yesterday I got this idea, like Nataka Deepam. In the stage, a drama is going on and a light is there placed which is illumining this drama. That light is continuously illumining the drama, whatever is happening on the stage. Suppose, let us say, there is a birthday celebration on the stage. The light will not start jumping. Happy birthday, light will not jump. Light will be illuminating. Suppose there is a tragedy happening. Light will not cry. Light will be illuminating that also. Everything is over, drama is over. Still light will be illuminating the empty stage. Similarly, our self, our true nature is Sakshi. We illumine all our experiences. Meaning what? We see and observe all the experiences. We are not conditioned or influenced by the experiences. That is our true nature. That is called Sakshi Bhavana. Like the Nataka Deepam, that lamp placed on the stage of the drama. That is our true nature. We are only Sakshi, just the witness, illumining all our experiences. We are not in any way bound or influenced by the experiences. That is our true nature. But we foolishly think we are the jiva and we identify with the body, mind, and then when something is happening, say like when we watch the serial in the TV, and the heroine will be crying and this Amma who is watching all cries. Arey, the director has directed in such a way, script writer has written that story. Why are you crying? அந்த பொண்ணுக்கு பாவம். அந்த சண்டாளன் அவன் கையில் கடிச்சா அவனை கொன்று போட்டுருவேன். அடே ராமா, அவன் பாவம், அவன் காசை வாங்கி நடிச்சுட்டு போகிறான். See, we get so identified with the drama that we cry, and when something happens good, we are very happy. See, Similarly, this jiva, out of its stupidity, he doesn't know this is a drama directed by the Lord. He takes it to be so real and he cries and he laughs according to the situation. But the truth is the same Lord is only revealing, who has created this drama, that you are not this, you are the Sakshi Matram. Like the Nataka Deepam, you are only illumining all the experiences, you are not involved. So you are not influenced by the happenings. Therefore, be your true nature, be the Sakshi Matram. This is not possible now. But because we have been identifying, we have been reacting all through so many janmas. So now, suddenly if you say Sakshi Matram, it will not happen. Parakadosha Mari. It will not happen at all. So we have to develop and practice this Sakshi Bhavanam again and again. I am just the witnessinghood, consciousness. I am not involved. I am not involved. They are in me, I am not in them. Oh, Gurudev. Gurudev, eppadi roar பண்ணுவார் தெரியுமா? They are in me, I am not in them. Meaning what? These experiences come and go in me, but I am not influenced by any of these experiences. I am the Sakshi Matram. So this is the core of our Vedantic teaching. You understand? So when you can maintain the Sakshi Bhavana and you become one with the true nature, which is Sakshi Matram, then nothing can disturb you. That is freedom. And not only that, there the vision changes. There is nothing other than you. All these days we have been seeing something other than us. Anga, in the vision of oneness, when the drik, the seer, he subsides in the heart, then there is vision of oneness. No bheda bhavana, no otherness, no other. So that is liberation. That is freedom from all suffering. This is what is the core of the teaching. Right? We will go now to the third verse. That is what he is going to explain now further. Jagat tvamahamityadi. Jagat tvamahamityadihi. Mityatma drishyamuchyate. Yavadetat sambhavati. Tavan moksho na vidyate. Jagat tvamahamityadihi. Mityatma drishyamuchyate. Yavadedat sambhavati. Tavan moksho na vidyate. When we are saying drishya padartham, seen, what are you talking about? What is seen? Jagat, the world, is called a seen, drishya padartham, because we are seeing it. And Gurudev says, jigi 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 jagat, he says, chuma, valayatuk, which is shining as jigi 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 jigi, attracting us, is jagat, he says. What is jagat? Whatever is seen, that is jagat. It constitutes of what? Tvam, you, aham, me, ityadihi, all these objects, everything is drishya padartham only. Now your question comes, me also? That also comes in drishya padartham? See, this body only we say me now. This body we see. We are seeing it. Drishya padartham only. See, that is how. See, in a very general sense, he is saying, what is drishya padartham? We talk about you, me, this, that, everything is drishya padartham. Whatever is seen is drishya padartham. That is called as jagat, the world. That is drishya padartham. Ityadihi, etc., etc. Adihi means etc., etc. Means what? Everything is included in that scene. Mityatma, it is actually illusory. Mithya means illusion. See the mirage water, carnal neer in the desert, it appears to be, but it is not. Like that, it is only an appearance. Mithyatma is illusory. Drishyam uchate, that is called as drishyam. நான் ஏதோ ஒரு சினிமா படத்தை பற்றி பேசியிருக்கேன்னு நினச்சிடாதீங்க திருஷ்யம்னு சொன்ன ஒன்று. இல்லை இல்லைன்னு பயப்படுறோம். Drishyam uchate, that is called as Drishyam, that which is seen. Mithyatma, illusory means what? It is not as we are seeing. It is something else, but we are seeing it like that. That is called as illusion. Mithyatma. Yavad etat sambhavati, when this illusion remains like this. Sambhavati means when it exists like this, remains like this. Tavan mokshona vidyate, till then there is no moksha. Moksha will not happen. Till when? Till this duality of seer and seen exists. And what is drishya padartham? Whatever is seen is drishya padartham. Till it appears to be seen, this duality, moksho na vidyate, there is no moksha. Then somehow the vision, the true vision is, there is nothing called as seen. Everything is the one only. Chidhananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. Everything is Chidhananda Rupam only. Everything is Shiva Swarupam only. That is the vision. Somehow in that vision of Shivoham, Shivoham, in that vision of oneness, this duality for no reason appears as the Drik and the Drishyam, as the seer and the seen. This duality is the bondage. As long as it exists, you are bound. Moksho na vidyate. Why? As long as this duality exists, the mind starts like with this raga dvesha, and then wanting something, wanting to run away from something. If you get it, you are happy. If you don't get it, disappointed. Then you want more and more, and you are jealous of somebody else, and you are agitated, confused, worried, anxious. Everything starts, the samsara starts. When you don't see anything, see, as if in the sleep, and if there is nobody to be disturbed, or there is nothing, there is only peace. That is the truth actually. That is the truth. That is our true existence. But somehow now there is an appearance, there is a sort of a duality where we are seeing something other than us, and there is a seer, and the seer is continuously being influenced by the seen, and he is always, he is like this bird which is perching. When it eats, nalla inippa irundha kasappa irundha like that. When there is joy, we jump. When there is sorrow, we are depressed. So this drik is always influenced. So as long as this duality of seer and seen exists, moksho na vidyate. You understand? So here he is clearly defining the drishya padartha. Because when you say something, you should explain. Na? You have used two terminologies, drik and drishyam. Now he is explaining what is drishyam. Why he is including me, you, everything? Because in a general term, பார்க்குறோம்ல எல்லாம் பேத காட்சிகள், நீ நான் இது அவன் அவள் அது இது எல்லாமே திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம். There you should not question why is he including I also, but that is drikuna. That like that you should not argue or understand. In general, he is saying this beda drishti, what you have as you, me, she, he, she, it, all this, everything is drishya padartha.
நடுநிலை தன்மைன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம இந்த துக்கத்திலையும் சரி என்ஜாய்மெண்ட்லையும் கலக்காம சென்ட்ரா இருந்தோம்னா நம்ம எப்படி ஆக்சுவலா ரியாக்ஷன் எப்படி இருக்கும்?
நான் அதெல்லாம் சொல்கிறேன். இப்போ நான் கேளுங்க, நான் சொல்கிறது முதல்ல, அப்புறம் நீங்கள் கேட்க நான் பதில் சொல்கிறேன். ஏன்னா இப்போ நீங்கள் நடுநடுவில் கேட்டுகிட்டே இருந்தீங்கன்னா என்னுடைய ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் தாட் இதாகிடும். ஸோ கொஷின் கேட்குறதுக்கு தனியாக ஒரு இது வச்சுப்போம் இதுக்கப்புறம். ஸோ தென் யூ கேன் ஆஸ்க், பிகாஸ் யூ நோட் டவுன் யுவர் கொஷின்ஸ். இல்லை மறந்து போயிடுவீங்க. யூ நோட் டவுன் யுவர் கொஷின்ஸ். See, generally in these kind of lectures, you are not allowed to ask question immediately. You note down your question. Definitely we will answer all your questions. But at the end of the session, இப்போ இப்படி ஆச்சுன்னா இப்போ எண்டே கிடையாது. அப்போ you cannot proceed at all. That is the style of our discourses. You understand? Please note down and ask me after the class or after this session you can ask. Okay. So now this drik, whatever is seen is drishya padartha. When as long as this is appearing like this, moksho na vidyate, there is no liberation. இப்போ என்னதான் செய்யுது Swamiji? Somehow you should go beyond this duality of seer and seen. How to go beyond? That is what we are going to teach. How to go beyond this duality. How to remain without getting disturbed by this duality. That is what we are going to learn now. Moving on further. Yadidam drishyate sarvam jagat stavara jangamam tat sushupta viva swapnaha kalpante pravinashyati. More I study Vedanta, more I study this Adhyatma Shastra, I fall in love more and more with our Mahatmas, with our great Rishis, Munis. You know, their intellect is something else. You cannot compare this with all these half-baked scientists. I tell you, they are somewhere else. I am not chumma exaggerating. They are somewhere else. See, here a very subtle idea is given, beautiful. See, the problem for the Mahatmas, they cannot express what they experience. Very hard for them. Because we are so gross level, we cannot comprehend. இப்போ அவங்க உண்மையை அப்படியே எடுத்து சொன்னாங்கன்னா ஒன்றுமே விளங்காது நமக்கு. We can't comprehend. They have to express. At the same time, they have to come to our level and express. But they do it beautifully. See here, see, I will tell you why. Yadidam drishyate sarvam. This drishyate sarvam, whatever you are seeing, the drishya padartham, jagat stavara jangamam. Whatever is jagat stavara jangamam means what? Moving or non-moving. Stavara jangamam. Moving or non-moving. Tat sushupta viva swapnaha kalpante pravinashyati. Whatever you are seeing as drishya padartham, kalpante, meaning when the kalpa is over, during the time of Mahapralaya, dissolution, pravinashyati, it all dissolves. So this is not satyam. Why it is not satyam, true? Because kalpante, at the end of this kalpa, that is during pralaya kala, Mahapralaya they say na, deluge they say na, there everything pravinashyati is destroyed. It is said in our Puranas, after some time, after so many years, kalpantam, the ocean swells and everything is, you know, sort of drowned in that ocean. And then the sun, it dries the ocean also. Like that, it happens and everything is destroyed. That's how it goes. Kalpante, pravinesh, all the drishya padartha, everything is destroyed. And he gives an example. This example is very important, very sukshmam. Like what? Swapnaha sushupta iva, like the dream which is made null and void when you go to deep sleep. See, this example is so significant. It is not chumma edo or example sollila. This is very significant. See, you are dreaming. கனவு கண்டுட்டு இருக்கீங்க, அப்படியே தூங்கி போயிடுறீங்கன்னா என்ன ஆகிடும்? அந்த கனவு காட்சிகள் எல்லாம் எப்படி தூக்கத்துக்குள்ள அப்படியே ஒடுங்கிடுதோ. All the dream, you know, whatever you are dreaming, everything is absorbed where? In the deep sleep, when you sleep. Is that not so? Dream means what? Kanavu. You are dreaming something and then all the dream is absorbed when you fall asleep. Is that not so? Like that, whatever is seen here in the real world, as if everything is destroyed in the Mahapralaya. See, actually, when you realize the truth, everything is destroyed. Meaning what? You see only the one. அப்படி சொல்ல முடியாது. When you realize the truth, என்னன்னே விளங்காது மக்களுக்கு. So he says kalpante. At the time of dissolution of the mind. Here we have to infer is a dissolution of the mind. But we cannot, the Mahatmas cannot express straight away because people cannot understand dissolution of the mind. So in the gross world, they say it's a dissolution of the whole world. In the kalpante. You get what I am saying? See, if you have been following scriptures for past so many years, you will understand what I am saying. If not, you would not understand what I am saying. Don't worry if you don't understand. I am only addressing those students who are listening for all these days. This particular idea, this particular concept. So why kalpante is used? Because people cannot understand in the realization, in the awakening, everything is gone, only the self remains. That people cannot understand. So in the gross world, they say kalpantam. In the dissolution of the whole world, pralaya kalam, everything is gone. So therefore, the drishya padartham is not real, is only an appearance. Satyam means what? It should be always present. It is not always present. Kalpante pravinashyati. How? So to give the subtle seekers an idea of kalpanta, he says, like in the deep sleep, how all the dream world, dream experience, everything is gone, destroyed, or it is absorbed. Like that, kalpante, in the dissolution of the mind, all this drishya padartha is destroyed. Why this is said? Because drishya padartha is not true, it's illusory. Why it is saying illusory? Truth means it should remain always. See, according to our Vedanta Shastra, according to the definition of our Vedas, Satyam, truth means what? Which should remain always. That is called as truth. Which was not there, now it is, but which will not there is not truth, according to them. That is how they define truth. This drishya padartha is not truth, it is illusory, appearance, it's not truth. Why? Because it appears at one particular stage or what particular period of time, it is not there in some other period of time. Or it appears in one state of experience, not appearing in another state of experience. Therefore, it is not Satyam. So, in the Mahapralaya, all the drishya padartha is destroyed. In the dissolution of the mind, the drishya padartha is no more. Therefore, this drishya padartha is, all this is illusory. Like in the deep sleep, the dream experiences are absorbed or destroyed. Like that, in the kalpanta, dissolution of the mind, all this is destroyed. Therefore, drishya padartham is not true. If something is not true, why should you too much worry about that? This is the idea. When something is not true, something is false. The ghost is not there, it's only a post. You see a ghost because you are deluded. Ara irutla, paadi iruttu. You are already scared. Then you see a ghost. Actually, there was no ghost. So, mana brahmamari, oh! That ghost was never before. It is not going to be. Now it is an appearance. So, it is false. If it is false, why are you so worried? Why are you so scared? So, if you take this approach, when you sit in the seat of meditation, I am the drik, the seer. Everything else is seen. All the seen is all unreal, false. It has no meaning. So, when something is disturbing, why should you get disturbed? It's all false. இதெல்லாம் சும்மா கனவு போல கற்பனை போல அர்த்தமே இல்லாதது. Like that, if you sit, nothing, you will not be disturbed by anything. If you become a total jnani, you are not disturbed. All this is false and unreal. What is there to get disturbed? Oh, ஏன் பிள்ளை அவனுக்கு தான் ஆச்சுதான். வாட்டு பிள்ளையோ குட்டியோ எல்லாம் திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம். என்ன சுவாமிஜி, பிள்ளையும் திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம்? ஆமாம், உன் உடலே திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம்னா அப்புறம் என்ன பிள்ளை குட்டி? எல்லாம் திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம். இதெல்லாம் திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம். நான் திருக்கு, எனக்கு அதுக்கு சம்பந்தம் இல்லை. This Drishya Padartham is only like a dream, false appearance, not real. ஐயோ குழந்தை ஜுரத்தால் தவிச்சிட்டு இருக்கு, அது திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம், அன்ரியல். சம்பந்தம் இல்லை எனக்கு அதுக்கும். அப்படி உட்கார முடியுமா? அப்படி உட்காரக்கூடாது. ஒரு கிரகஸ்தன் அவன் ஆக்ட் பண்ணணும், ஐயோ என் குழந்தை துடிக்கணும், ஆனால் உள்ள திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம். இது முடியுமா சுவாமிஜின்னு கேட்டால் அப்படி சொல்ல வரல. இது ஒரு விளக்க முடியாது, இது முடியாது ரெண்டும் சொல்லலாம் நீங்கள். அது ஒரு பயங்கர மெச்சூரிட்டி அண்ட் பயங்கர கிளாரிட்டி, வேற விஷயம் அது. விதவிதமான நிலைகள் எல்லாம் விசாரம் செய்து இச்சையறு பரமபதம் யாதொன்றுண்டோ அதனையே திடமாக அகத்தில் பற்றி அனவர்தம் உலகில் விளையாடு வீரா. ஆசை போல் விளையாடு வீரா, ஆசை போல் விளையாடு வீரா. ஆசையோடு இல்லை, ஆசை போல் விளையாடு வீரா. அந்த போல் தான் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். ஆசை போல் விளையாடு வீரா. ஸோ வாட் ஐ மீன் டு சே, சி டோன்ட் மிஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ப்ளீஸ். நான் சும்மா ஒரு லைட்டர் சென்ஸில் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஸோ திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம் மீன்ஸ் வாட் எவர் இஸ் திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம், திஸ் இஸ் ஹவ் ஞானி சிட்ஸ் ஆர் யோகி சிட்ஸ். திஸ் இஸ் ஹவ் யூ ஷுட் பி அன்காம்ப்ரமைசிங் when it comes to விசாரா. அங்கே போய் சென்டிமெண்டாலிசம் இமோஷன்லாம் வந்துச்சுன்னா அப்போ யூ ஆர் நாட் அ ட்ரூ ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ஆஃப் வேதாந்தா. யூ ஆர் நாட் ஃபிட் ஃபார் தட். நோ emotions, no sort of sentimentalism. Our Acharya say, if you are sentimental, you are tending towards becoming 100% mental. Centi means 10%, na? Centimeter. Sentimental means you are 10% mental now. If you become more sentimental, you become 10% mental. So, no sentimental. Now everything is Drishya Padartha, it is all illusionary. It has no meaning. So why should I be disturbed? Like that if you sit, you are not disturbed. While you are transacting the world also, why that person is not smiling at me? Why that person is smiling only at that person? It's all false. It's all in Prakriti. How does it matter? It has no meaning whatsoever. Whatever, Maya is only showing this to me. It is all false. If you can sit like that, அப்போ என் ரோல் நான் ப்ளே பண்ண வேண்டாமோ? as a mother, as a father, play your role, but beyond a point you cannot play your role also. Everybody is conditioned, limited. That is why we say, oh Lord, take care. So this is, or if you are a devotee, you can say every drishyam is taken care, everything is taken care by the Creator, by the Lord. I am not carrying it on my head. பரமனிற்பிரிந்திவ் உலகினைத்தலையில் பற்றியான் பெற்றது போதும். ஆஹா, பரமனிற்பிரிந்து, பிரிந்து நானே ஏதோ தனி முதல் போல பிரிந்து, நான் தான் எல்லாத்தையும் சாதிக்கணும், நான் தான் எல்லாத்தையும் காப்பாற்றணும்னு நினச்சிண்டு, உலகினைத்தலையில் பற்றியான் பெற்றது போதும். பரமனாம் அருணா சலையனை நீயுன் பதத்தினின்றொது கூறப்பாரேல். So don't carry the burden of the world on your head. One who is really carrying the burden will carry. He is capable of carrying all the burdens of every jivas, everybody. Just oppu koduthuravanta. You hand over all your burdens to him. He will take care. You relax. This is Bhakti Marga. If you can relax handing over all the burden unto him, then you are not disturbed. He will take care in his own way. He knows better than me. He can handle better than me. Therefore, he will take care. So, the drik is not disturbed by Drishya Padartha. Why? He will handle everything. Why should I worry? Why should I be anxious? Yes, whatever I am supposed to do, I will do, but I won't become anxious, worried, confused. I won't throw tantrums. Most of the time we are throwing only tantrums, So, Drishya Padartham should not influence the Drik. Yena kena prakarena. So, through Bhakti Margam, you just wipe off all the Drishya Padartham saying it is his problem, not mine. He will take care, including my life. That is very important, including my life, my problems. Acha, In the Jnana Marga, all this Drishya Padartham, false, appearance, unreal, everything goes, so it is not there. Therefore, not worth worrying, not worth giving our attention. That's why I say mind your own business means what? Not worth it to give your attention. Has no meaning. There is no end to it. It's all Maya Karyam. There is no end to it. And you are not here to take care of everything and to, எல்லாரையும் கடைத்தேற்றத்துக்காக நான் வந்தேன். அது எவ்வளோ ஜோக் தெரியுமா அது? You are not here to save everybody. Save yourself first. So therefore, this is the idea. Tat sushupta iva swapnaha, like the dream disappearing in the deep sleep. Kalpante, during the time of delusion, all this drishya padartha is destroyed. Here the subtle idea is kalpantam means dissolution of the mind, not dissolution of the Mahapralaya, dissolution of the mind. Everything is destroyed. Therefore, it is not satyam, always present. That is what we have to understand. Moving on, don't you people worry about me completing the text, huh? I will worry about it. Some people may think they are so concerned about the Swami. I will worry about that. Huh? Now, because I want to make certain things very clear in the outset, then only it will convey the meaning. You understand? எங்கே ஓடணுமோ அங்கே ஓடலாம், எங்கே நடக்கணுமோ அங்கே நடக்கணும், எங்கே படுக்கணுமோ அங்கே படுத்துருவோம். ததஸ்திதமிதம் எத்தனாவது? சரி. ததஸ்திதமிதம் கம்பீரம் ந தேஜோ ந தமஸ்ததம் அநாக்யம் அனபிவ்யக்தம் சத்கிஞ்சிதவசிஷ்யதே ததஸ்திதமிதகம்பீரம் ந தேஜோ ந தமஸ்தமம் அநாக்யம் அனபிவ்யக்தம் சத்கிஞ்சிதவசிஷ்யதே. Tataha, then means what? In the dissolution of the mind, or kalpante, in the pralaya kala, when all the drishya padartha is destroyed, what happens? Or in the dissolution of the mind, in that samadhi, if everything is destroyed, what happens? What remains? Tataha, then sthimita gambiram. Sthimita means perfect stillness. Achalaha, achalam, which is not moving. Achalam, still. Sthimita gambiram, very profound, deep, profound, deep. Gambiram means deep. Na tejo, na tamastatam, which is not light or which is not darkness. That alone remains. Tatam means that alone pervades everything and remains. Anakyam, what is it called? Anakyam, it is nameless. It has no name. Abdiya. They call it as Rama, Shiva, Krishna. Just you have given a name. For that there is no name. Anakyam. Anabhivyaktam. Anabhivyaktam is not manifest. It is unmanifest means what? It is not seen through senses or mind. See, abhivyaktam means what? It is seen, manifest. It is just in front of your eyes. It is seen through eyes or felt through the mind. It is anabhivyakta means it is not, it is beyond senses and mind. It is unmanifest. That way it is unmanifest. Sat kinchid avasishyate. Whatever remains, avasishyate means whatever remains, that is sat. That is the truth. So what is the truth? When all this drishya padartha is removed, destroyed, when? Kalpante. When the mind is destroyed, sonna puriyadu. Adana kalpantangra vaarthai use panni kalpante, when everything is destroyed. Then what remains? That one which is beyond light. Beyond light? Yes, beyond darkness. That alone remains. What is that? Which is total stillness, stimita, gambiram, very profound, beyond. That alone remains. So, what is the name of that vastu? You can call it by any name you want, but it is beyond all names and forms. And how it looks like? It will not look like anything, because it is beyond senses and mind. You cannot even imagine about it. Oh, yeah. Anabhivyaktam. That is called as a truth. Kinchid avasishyate, whatever is remaining that way, after the dissolution, whatever remains, that is the truth. Na tejaha, it is not the light. Why is saying, very clearly is saying it is not the light? Because people think it is light. It is light. A ray tube light, it is not light. Na tejaha, very clearly refuted. Oh, is it darkness then? Na tamaha, it is not darkness also. We know only light or darkness. It is not light or not darkness. Then what it is? You go and see. It is not light, it is not darkness. It is that light which illuminates even the darkness. So it is not this light, what we are seeing through senses. We are seeing through senses, na? It is beyond senses, means how can it be that light? Kutti light on eriyuma ulla. 5 watts 10 watts theriyala enakku. Kutti light. It is not any light. இதுக்கெல்லாம் காரணம் கேட்டால் சில மகாத்மாஸ் என்ன செஞ்சாங்கன்னா, இந்த ஜோதி என்ன ஜோதி அது அந்த வள்ளலார் சொல்லுவார், என்ன சொல்லுவார்? அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி, அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி, அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி. அவர் அருட்பெரும் ஜோதின்னு சொல்கிறார். அருட்பெருங்கிற வார்த்தையை மறந்துடுறாங்க. ஜோதியை மாத்திரம் பிடிச்சி ஜோதின்னு நினச்சி ஏதோ ஒன்று லைட் எரிய போகுது, பந்தம் மாதிரி, விளக்கு பந்தம் மாதிரி என்னமோ ஒன்று உள்ளேருந்து எரிய போகுதுன்னு நினச்சிட்டு. அதுவும் பத்தாதுன்னு தீஸ் பீப்புள் ஹூ ட்ரா பிக்சர்ஸ், தே பிக்சரைஸ் ஆஸ் இதயத்தில் ஒரு லைட்டு மாதிரி இப்படி எரியிற மாதிரி. ஓ, அந்த மாதிரி ஏதோ லைட் எரிய போகுது, எப்போ வரப்போ அந்த லைட்? It is not na tejaha. It is not the light which you are apprehending through your eyes. Then is it darkness? Complete darkness. ஒரே இருட்டா இருக்க போதா போ? na tamaha. இப்போ எப்படி தான் இருக்க போகுது? You go and see. It is beyond your senses and mind. So I cannot explain. See, if it is beyond senses, how can it be explained? Only whatever is perceived through senses and mind can be comprehended through senses and mind. If it is beyond, how can it be explained? So you go and see what it is. You need not believe in me. You go and see yourself. So that is the glory of our Hindu Shastra. You need not believe. Means what? To start with, you have to believe, have faith. But you need not live only with faith. It will be your own experience. When you follow this path, it will be your own experience. So it is not light nor darkness. It is beyond light and beyond darkness, and can be called by any names because it has no name of its own, and it is not manifest. It is very subtle. Unmanifest means what? It is not available for the senses and the mind. Whatever remains after the dissolution of all this drishya padartha, along with that drik also goes. That is all. அதெல்லாம் தொக்கி இருக்குன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க தமிழ் கிராமரில். தொக்கி இருக்குன்னா மறைஞ்சிருக்குன்னு அர்த்தம். சிரிக்காதீங்க, அது ஒரு சேஸ்ட் தமிழ். தொக்கி இருக்குங்கிறது ஒன்று ஏதாவது இந்த தொக்கை நினச்சிக்காதீங்க, சாப்பிட்ற தொக்கை, அது வேற தொக்கு. இது தொக்கி இருக்குதுன்னு தமிழில் சொல்லுவாங்க. அதாவது தமிழ் படித்தாதானே புரியும் எல்லாருக்கும். ஃப்ரெஞ்சும் ஜெர்மனியும் படித்தா என்னத்தை தமிழ் புரியும்? அவங்களுக்கு தொக்கு தான் தெரியும். நல்லா இருக்கு அந்த தொக்கு. தொக்கி இருக்குன்னா மறைஞ்சிருக்கு. அப்படி என்ன மறைஞ்சிருக்கு? இந்த இதில் திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தம்லாம் அழிஞ்சு போச்சுன்னா திருக்கும் அழிஞ்சு போச்சு. ஆக்சுவலாக அதை சொல்லலை அவர், ஆனால் அதுதான் அதோட ஐடியா. அப்போ என்ன ஆகிடும்? என்ன இருக்கும்? மெய்தி என்னதான் இருக்கும் கடைசியில்? ஏதாவது இருக்குமா இருக்காதா? வில் சம்திங் ரிமைன் ஆர் நாட்? Yes, something remains. Avasishyate, something remains. That is called as Sat, the truth. Appa, truth irukuma po? Irukum. Adu eppadi irukum? Na tejaha. That is not light. Then it is not darkness. It is total stillness. Adadu, asayadu, Arunachalan pola, Achalama. Gambiram, very deep, you cannot understand. Sthimita Gambiram, and not available for the senses and mind. Anabhivyaktam. And you cannot call it by any name. Then they called us Brahma. You can call it as Brahma. Not Brahma, Brahmaji. Brahman. They call, Vedantis call us Brahman. Paramatma. You can call it by any name. But it has got no name. So you can call it by any name. See, that is the advantage. If you have only one name, you can call them only by one name. Na? He has no name. Anamika. If you want to name your granddaughter or somebody, name her Anamika. It's a very good name. Anamika. One per enna? Per illadhaval. That is Brahmam. Anamika na Brahmam. Because inge dhaan sollirukku parunga. Anakyam cannot be called by any name. So moving on to further to the 6th verse. Ritam Atma Param Brahma Satyamityadika Budaihi Kalpita Vyavaharartam Tasya Sanya Mahatmanaha. Ritam means the divine truth. The only truth, the divine truth, Atma, that is the self. Self means what? The pure, true self. Not the seer self. Beyond that, there is the true self. So that Atma, Param, it is supreme. Sometimes it is called as Brahma, Satyam, Iti, Adika, Ityadika Budaihi Kalpitaha Vyavaharartam. Vyavaharartam. For the transaction, just to communicate to the devotees, to the students, they use different names. Tasya Sabnyaha Mahatmanaha. Of that truth, they call by different names. Sometimes they call it as Brahman. Sometimes they call it as Paramatma. Sometimes they call it as Bhagavan. Sometimes they call it as Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. Also it can be called as Shiva, Narayana, Rama, Krishna, Jagadamba, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. You can call by any name, blah blah blah. My God is blah blah blah. Who can refute it? How do you know? No, I have seen it. My God is blah blah blah. Vyavaharartham, for the transaction. See, generally, you please understand, the Vedantis, Advaita Vedantis, when they talk about the truth, they call it as Brahman. Brahman means that which is a substratum of the whole universe. That is how they call. They call Atma, means self, the pure self. They call it as Atma. Jivatma Vera, they call it as pure Atma. That Brahman is this Atma, it is not different. So therefore, this Atma only is called as Paramatma. So yogis, their terminology is, they call this as Paramatma. The Bhaktas, they call it as Bhagavan. See, it has got its own connotation. If it is called as Brahman, Brahmaji, Brahmaji Puranik, Pauranik. See, all this Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Rama, Krishna is Pauranik. Allah Veda Vyasarode Vela. Pauranik. But அவர்லாம் இல்லையா இருக்கா இல்லையாலாம் பேச்சு இப்போ நீங்களாம் இருக்கீங்களான்னு எனக்கு தெரியாது நான் இருக்கேனான்னு எனக்கு தெரியாது இல்லையா இருக்கா இல்லை அதெல்லாம் பௌராணிக் பட் when the scriptures Upanishad talks about Brahma Advaita Vedantis or Jnanis talk about Brahma or Atma the self yogis the yoga shastra when they talk about the supreme they talk it about Paramatma when the bhaktas they call it as Bhagavan அதையும் விட இன்னும் பயங்கரமான பக்தர்கள் இருக்காங்களே அவங்க எப்படி காரணம் என்னுடைய கடவுள் அவர் சிவன் தான் இல்லை இல்லை அவர் நாராயணன் தான், இல்லை இல்லை கிருஷ்ணன் தான், அவர் கீழே தான் எல்லாரும், அவருக்கு மேலே யாரும் கிடையாது, பக்கத்துலையும் யாரும் கிடையாது, கிருஷ்ணன் தானாக்கும், வேறு எது சொன்னால் பிடிக்காது எனக்கு ஒன்றையா. ஸோ தே ஃபைட். கடவுள்னா கிருஷ்ணன் தான், ராமன் தான், இல்லை இல்லை சிவன் தான். அதுக்கு இன்னும் ரொம்ப கீழே போயிட்டாங்க அவங்க. நான் தான் அகம் பிரம்மாஸ்மி. உனக்கு ரொம்ப கொழுப்பு திமிரு, அகம் பிரம்மாஸ்மி, நீயே கடவுளா, இவ்வளோ உனக்கு இதுன்னு, நான் மகாராஜா, நான் அப்படி இப்படி சொன்னேன், இன்றைக்கி நான் கடவுள்னு சொல்ல அனுப்பிச்சேன் நீ. பயங்கர அகங்காரம் உனக்கு, நானே கடவுள். என்னது? சரி, இந்த உலகத்தை நீ படம் பார்ப்போம். நான் தான் படைச்சிருக்கேன் இந்த உலகத்தை, நீ இல்லைன்னு சொல்ல முடியுமா? என்னையும் நீ தான் படைச்சியா? ஆமாம். So the idea is, I tell you, this is so fascinating, and you can really enjoy the foolishness of people, you know. You can really enjoy the foolishness of all these people, Dvaitic people who fight with each other. These Dvaitic people, you know, they fight with each other like anything, left, right and center. ஏன் கடவுள், ஓன் கடவுள், அவன் தான் பெருசு, இவன் சின்னவன், இவனுக்கு வந்து தேவமண்டே உட்காந்துருக்கான், இவன் இருக்கா லாயக், இவன் தான் சிம்மாசனத்தில் உட்காந்துருக்கான். அப்படியே அந்த ஃபோக்கஸ் ஷிஃப்ட் பண்ணும். சிவபுராணத்தில் சிவன் தான் சிம்மாசனத்தில் உட்காந்துருக்கான், நாராயணன்லாம் கீழே உட்காந்துருக்கான். அப்படியே விஷ்ணு புராணத்துக்கு போகும், விஷ்ணு தான் சிம்மாசனத்தில் உட்காந்துருக்கான், மற்ற எல்லாரும் கீழே உட்காந்துருக்காங்க. அப்படியே அம்பாளுடைய என்ன சொல்லுவேன், என்ன வேணால் சொல்லுங்க, தேவி மகா ஏதோ ஒன்று, அம்பாள் தான் அந்த பரமசிம்மாசனத்தில் உட்காந்துருக்கா. அவளுடைய அந்த அந்த சிம்மாசனத்தில் காலாக தான் இருக்கார் பிரம்மா விஷ்ணு சிவன்லாம். அவன் மனத்தில் கூட இல்லை, அவளுடைய சிம்மாசனத்தில் காலாக இருக்கார் அவர். அம்பாளை தவிர வேறு யாரும் கிடையாது. பிரம்மா விஷ்ணு சிவனையும் படைச்சு அவனை மடியிலேயே உட்காந்து அவனையும் ஆட்டி வச்சு ஆட்டி படைச்சு நாசம் பண்ணி எல்லாரையும். அதான் நான் ஒத்துக்கிறேன். பொம்பளைங்களை பார்த்தா தெரியுது தான். சாரி, சும்மா விளையாட்டுக்கு சொல்கிறேன். அம்பாளை பற்றி பேசணும், அப்படி தான் பேசணும். என்ன செய்கிறது வேறு? எனக்கு அம்பாளை தான் பிடிச்சி தொலையுது, என்ன செய்கிறது? அப்போ அம்பாள் தான் வசத்தின்னு பேசணும். எனக்கு கிருஷ்ணனை தான் பிடிக்கும், கிருஷ்ணனை மாதிரி யாருமே கிடையாது, பூர்ண அவதாரம், மற்றனா அரகுர அவதாரம், இவர் தான் பூர்ண அவதாரம். ராமன் அவெல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் கீழே, அரகுர கொஞ்சம், இவர் தான் 16 கலைகளையும் கொண்டு வந்திருக்கார் கிருஷ்ணர். சிவனை மாதிரி யாருமே கிடையாது. ஓங்கார வாட்டி குரங்கம், இப்போ பாரு, ஓங்கார வாட்டிலே இருக்கிற அந்த மானா துள்ளி விளையாடிக்கிறார். யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? So you go on fighting with each other, but here it is said, you cannot call him by any name. He is not available in any form. Ayyo, pocha, illa pocha, not available in any form. No, but I am holding on to this form. You can hold on to any form, but he is not in any form. You can call him by any name, but he is beyond all names. When everything is destroyed, even your idea of God, what remains is Satyam. When everything is destroyed, even your idea of God, what remains is Satyam. When this is the truth, when you fight like a dog with each other, Rama, 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 Krishna, 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 Shiva, 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 then you enjoy the fight, dog fight. So, very childish, I tell you. Very childish. So, when everything is destroyed, what remains is the truth. So, only the destroyer can be the Vasati, na? Every argument, Patripi. Appo Sivan Vasati nu solla aarambikrom. Once again, our idea is, cheap. So, therefore, what I mean to say, when everything is destroyed, what remains, that is truth. So, that can be called by any name. See, that's what he's saying. Tasya sanyaha mahatmanaha means what? These mahatmas, they call it by various names. Like what Brahma somebody call, Supreme, Paramatma they call, or Bhagavan, whatever name they call. For what? Kalpitaha vyavaharartham. Why all these terminologies are used? எதையாவது யூஸ் பண்ணி தான் ஆகணும் பேசும்போது. To communicate for transaction world, you have to use something, na? That is why you call it by Brahma or whatever name you. But it is anakyam. You cannot be calling it by any name. Then the question comes, why they call it as Brahma? Why they called as Paramatma? Vyavaharartham kalpitaha. Kalpitaha means it is just attributed, all these names, for Vyavaharartham, for the transaction, in order to teach, in order to explain, in order to communicate. By itself, it has no name, beyond name. By itself, it is beyond all forms. By itself, it is beyond all guna. Guna means what? Qualities. See, if you have God, He has got different divine qualities like Rama, Krishna, Shiva, but He is beyond all gunas. Then where is the Bheda? See, Bheda is created only because of form, name and guna. See, unakku enakku enna Bhedam? Because of the form, because of the different name given, because of the guna. Ennude guna vera, unnude guna vera. But this is beyond nama, rupa and guna. How can you differentiate? Therefore, you cannot differentiate. Therefore, it is one. If you accept the Lord to be with form, that can be destroyed. If you accept the Lord to be with guna, then he is limited. Guna dosham vandrum avarku. Guna and dosham varundane. It is relative. Guna and dosha are relative. He is gunatita. He is beyond guna. So, if you remove nama, rupa and guna, then you imagine what it is. So, all the name Shiva, Rama, Krishna, Allah, everything is removed. And you remove the form, different form. Then guna also you remove. Krishna means is always playful, bubbling, jolly. Rama means very serious, dharma, satyam, jnanam, dharmam. You remove that gunam also. Shiva means always introvert. Ambal means atti padachittu ukkandirukka appadi bayangarama rakshasi madri. Sorry, சும்மா விளையாட்டுக்கு சொல்கிறேன். அம்பாள் ஆல் பவர்ஃபுல் காட், ஷி கிரியேட் டெஸ்ட்ராய்ட்ஸ், அந்த குணத்தெல்லாம் எடுத்துங்க. ஸோ வாட் எவர் யூ இமேஜின் டு பி த குணா ஆஃப் யுவர் காட், யூ ரிமூவ் ஆல் த குணாஸ். You remove all the name, all the form. What remains? What distinguishes between different gods? Nothing. What distinguishes between you and me? Nothing. What distinguishes between the world? Nothing. So whatever remains, something remains, that is Satyam. Where there is no Bedam, where there is no differentiation. Oh, pudiyadu. It is so profound. No, 5 minutes I am going to take. Okay, this is about the dishes. Alichacha po. Drishyata pesi ellathi naasam panniyacha po. Panniyacha? Enna panniyachu? Everything is drishyam, the jagat. You, me, he, she, it, everything, whatever is seen is drishyam. It is all illusory because kalpante everything is destroyed. You understand? Therefore, it is not real. Whatever remains after the drishya padartham is gone, that is Satyam. அங்கே கொண்டு போய் அதை முடிச்சாச்சு திருஷ்ய பதார்த்தத்தை. இப்போ திருக்க எடுத்துப்போம். Who is this திருக்கு? அதுதான் இப்போ ஆரம்பிக்கிறார். சததா பூத ஏவாத்மா ஸ்வயம் அன்யைவோல்லசன் जीवतामुपयातीव मननात् स्थूलतां गतः स तथा भूत एवात्मा स्वयं अन्यैवोल्लसन् जीवितामुपयातीव मननात् स्थूलतां गतः स तथा भूत एवः. So of this nature which we have indicated in the last verse, that whatever remains after the destruction of all the seen, that Sat, Sa Tata Bhuta Eva, that being which we have been indicating as Sat in the last verse, Eva, this being, that is Atma means being, here being, Swayam Anyaha Iva Ullasan. He appears as something different. Ullasan means appears. Swayam Anyaha Iva as something else. See, that Sat, which we have indicated in the last words, that Paramatma, that truth, that being itself, Swayam Anyaha Iva, as though something else, Ullasan, appears. What is that? Jivatam Upayativa. Jivatam Upayativa means what? Attains to the state of individual self. Jivan Madri Olavara. Ade Satyam da. The same truth which we have explained at the end of all the scene, whatever remains, that Satyam only, he appears as something else, like a Jiva. That is Drik. Manana Stulatam Gataha. Through the process, Mananat means through the process of thinking, Stulatam Gataha, he became gross. That Sat is subtler than the subtle. The Sat in Sonolya, everything is destroyed, whatever remains, that is the truth, which cannot be called by any name, which has no form, which is beyond everything. So that Sat only very subtle, subtler than the subtlest. Through the process of thinking, we will see what is that thinking. Through the process of thinking, he became gross as a Jiva. Jivatam. Jivatam. Jivatam Upayadiva. Upayadiva. As if a Jiva, he only appears. So here the idea is, this Drik Jiva, this Jiva is actually the Satyam, the truth only, Paramatma only. But because of some thinking, fanciful thinking, foolish thinking, from the state of that Satyam, truth, he himself appears as something else, Anyata Iva, something else, as an individual self, with the name and form, with the Kuri Gunam, with Vasanas, enjoying or suffering. So therefore, the essence of this Jiva is that Sat only. But for some reason, Mananat, through some process of thinking, Stulatam Gataha, he has become very gross, like a Jiva, with Kuri Guna, with Vasanas, and roaming around, doing things. How beautifully he has developed this thought. இப்போதான் எனக்கே புரியுது. எனக்கு கனெக்ட் பண்ண முடியாமல் இருந்துச்சு இது விஷயம்லாம், பட் இப்போதான் எனக்கும் கொஞ்சம் கனெக்ட் பண்ண முடியுது. So now the question is what? I will take few more minutes to just clarify this. What is the bondage? The bondage means you see the seen and the seer, the existence of seen and the seer. And the seer is always influenced by the seen. That is the bondage. Okay. Now we will take up one by one. We will take what is the nature or truth of this scene. This scene is illusory, it is not the truth. Like in the dream, everything is illusory. Na? It appears, but it is not there. Like that, it is all illusory. So when everything is destroyed, what remains is the truth only. So the scene is nothing but truth, because when the illusory appearances disappear, where it disappears? Here only, the truth only. So truth alone remains. Okay. Now take up Drik, the Jiva. What is Jiva? The truth alone is Jiva in a different form. Because of his foolish thinking, he attains the status of Jiva. He considers himself with the body mind. He considers himself with the body mind. So he has become a Jiva now, with mind, with attributes, and with Raga Dvesha. He becomes a samsari. Stulatam Gataha. Samsari has become. Stulatam Gataha. So who has become this Jiva? The Paramatma, the Satyam only. For some reason, because of some foolish thinking, stulatam gataha. It has become very gross as a jiva. So therefore, the essence of this jiva is the truth. The essence of the drishya padartha also is truth only. Therefore, truth only is the truth, which remains. Drishya padartham also is illusion. Drik also, because of foolish thinking, he has become drik. Because of foolish thinking, he has become mananat, stulatam gataha. Foolish thinking, he has become drik. His true nature is the satyam only. Drishyam is illusory. What is the essence of drishyam is sat. When everything is destroyed, what remains? Sat. The dhoti can be of very different color. But what is a dhoti? Nothing but cotton. Thread only is dhoti. When you destroy all the dhoti, what remains? The thread. Is it not so? So when you destroy all the world, what remains? Satyam. Meaning the essence of the dhotis is the cotton thread. That is the understanding, right? So the essence of the whole drishya padartham is satyam. The essence of the jiva is satyam. So satyam is that which remains, which is the truth. In that illusory idea of a seer and seen is born. It is not truth. Unnecessarily the seer is disturbed by the seen. The seenum satyam kadayadu, seerum satyam kadayadu. Ana yeno thala ellam satyam nenichundu seen romba satyam nenichundu romba seen podran. So here Vasistha is explaining that the essence of the drishya padartham is nothing but the satyam, and the jiva is also, through foolish thinking, the satya padartham only has become this jiva, the drik. So if you know that you are the satya padartham, where there is no drishya padartham or drik, then you are liberated. Swamiji, please now liberate us from this class. உட்காந்து முதுகெல்லாம் வலிக்குது, குறுக்கு வலிக்குது. Please liberate us now, temporarily at least, for another half an hour. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.